now everybody is kind of waiting for Congress to kind of get their act together and get these things approved. We had a big stimulus back in March when the government shut down the economy, which they did the right thing. The problem is they haven't really opened back the economy and opened back these states, so they need to come out with a second stimulus check and get this rolling, and they need to get this moving quickly. So Larry Kudlow, he's the Trump advisor, economic advisor to Trump, and he's approved this stimulus check. You have the House of Representatives that approved a $2.2 trillion stimulus that's going out to money for states and local governments. You have the $1,200 stimulus, plus you have the $600 unemployment payment. It's going to be retroactive, actually back to September 2nd. People are going to get that money for that package. And right now, they're just trying to get these numbers set up. They're going back and forth. Republicans want less than $2.2 trillion. They want less than $2 trillion. To me, it's kind of stupid. Why would you even care about an extra $400 billion difference when you could just get these checks out to people? I think what the thing is that Republicans are not agreeing on is this: the government, the state and local governments that are getting all this money. So I think that state and local governments need to learn how to balance their budgets a lot better. But I do agree that if you shut down the economy, federal government says we're going to shut down the economy, you have to go in there and you have to supplement these governments with some extra income. The stimulus checks, once these get approved, then Steve Mnuchin is able to take that and start to get that money out to people quickly. So you look at Trump's economic advisor, he says that Senate Republicans will go along with White House stimulus proposals despite their pushback. So right now, the Republicans are looking to get this done, get the stimulus money out to people quickly, which I think they need to do. I'm not big on just printing money over and over again, but I feel like the government has to step in and do something. They have to get this economy rolling. They have to get people with their checks, and they have to get people starting to spend that money again. The great thing about the federal government now, and the great thing about the U.S. dollar is that we are the largest, we are the U.S., the dollar is the world reserve currency, so we get to print as much as we want to support whatever we want. Now, as long as people around the world, they accept the U.S. dollars, then we'll continue to print that money. So that's a great thing to get these checks out to people. What I like to see happening is the federal government take that money and go directly to people rather than try to take this money and mail it out. I think they should have a digital app where you can send that money straight to a digital app and the people can go spend it. Right now, the problem right now that I see with the government happening is that they're dealing with the Supreme Court nominee. I think once they get that pushed through quickly, then they can start working on the stimulus check. And that's what Trump right here is. He urges Republicans to speed up the Supreme Court confirmation process so they can focus on approving a stimulus package. I think they can do both. I don't know why they can't do both. I mean, there's only a certain amount of time you can speed up the Supreme Court confirmations. I feel like they could do both and get the stimulus check out to people. If you haven't really updated your information, you want to make sure you head into IRS websites and you want to update your address. You want to make sure you update your banking information. That way you get the direct deposits. Plus, if you haven't been over to EIPcard.com, you can do that. You can go to EIPcard.com and you can set up an account and get a Visa debit card from people that are as soon as this gets approved, then you're going to get an EIP debit card to spend as a Visa card, which is very convenient. I feel like that this is going to, the stimulus is going to happen. They're going to make the stimulus go through. People are going to get the checks. They're going to get the unemployment. The Trump administration, there's so much pressure on the House of Representatives. Nancy Pelosi's under a lot of pressure to get this stimulus done because they don't really want to go back to their districts and they don't want to have to answer to people asking where are stimulus checks. I'm sure that's one of the biggest things that's happened. Right now,
hey, what up YouTube? Welcome back to my Everyday Lifestyle channel reaction video. I say government needs to definitely hurry up, approve the Supreme
So it's
Court
gonna be
nominee
happening quickly.
for some
As soon as we
families
get this
can
Supreme Court
get their
confirmation
family,
process
kids,
done, then they can focus on the stimulus
clothes and
package.
stuff,
It's
even pay
unfortunate
for some
because of
household
the one
product.
Green,
Me as
Green,
single